Teacher-chan saw it. I'm Azumi. I'm attending university in Tokyo. It all started with a phone call. Dad? That's rare. I wonder why. Hello, Dad? What's up calling out of the blue?
Azumi, actually, I have some bad news.
What? Tachibana passed away?
Yeah, that's right. He was quite old, so...
The elderly man that passed away was a distant relative who lived in the neighborhood near my parents' house, Tachibana. He was a very cheerful person, would often play with me when I was a kid.
All right, I'm not gonna lose. Ha! Take that!
Azumi! What are you going to do if Tachibana hurts himself?
What's the problem? I'm not that soft. Here, watch this. Yeah!
That's a weird pose! Hey, let's play tag sometime!
All right, sounds good.
Oh boy, are you okay?
You're not hurt? All right, you're okay, you're okay. You're able to stand up on your own. That's great. Here, a big smiley face, Azumi.
Your face is weird! With a peaceful death just after 100 years old, he was already quite an old man when I was little, but he was always full of energy and a cheerful person. It was the first time I experienced the loss of someone close, so I couldn't hide my shock. I see.
It's really too bad. He really adored you. I'm sure you must be in shock, but try not to be too down about it. Let's attend the wake and funerals.
Yeah. Various memories came and went. I lost touch with Tachibana after I moved to Tokyo. While that was out of my control, there has always been something lingering in my heart. It's when I was in elementary school. And I was so confident, too. I'd missed out on an award in the calligraphy competition. Mine was definitely better than the girl who won gold.
Do you think so? What did your parents say?
They said you practiced a lot and did your best. And even if you didn't win an award, it was still great. But isn't it frustrating?
That's true. But in times like that, that's when you smile. Azumi, you worked hard. Your parents know that too. So next time, write something even better. And you'll definitely win the gold medal. In order to achieve that, you can't make such a face. You gotta smile! Smile!
Yeah. A few years later, when I was in middle school...
What's wrong? You seem down. Here, drink.
One of my close friends said she's moving. She's moving overseas to her dad's work, so she said we probably won't be able to see each other anymore.
If that's the case, then send her off with a smile.
What?
Even friends would prefer a farewell with a smile than being sent off with tears.
But my friend was also crying a lot, saying she didn't want to go.
And that's why, if you send her off with a smile, even your friend will feel better. Plus, you can send her letters or emails and still contact her, right? The important thing is your feelings. Feelings! See? Smile! Smile!
It was around that time when I started to have a weird feeling around the way Tachibana thinks. And then the defining moment happened. It was when I was in high school. Good morning! Hey, so about today's club. Oh, hey, Akane! Hey, so about yesterday.
This is what happens when you stand up for the bullied kids. Defending someone who barely even comes to school is a bit of a lost cause, don't you think? Yeah, for real. It's because she acts so innocent. Her sense of justice is too strong. It's off-putting.
I thought you've been looking gloomy lately. Did you get into a fight with your friends?
It's not a fight. I'm being ignored by everyone.
Why?
I stood up for a girl who was being bullied, and now no one will talk to me.
If that's the case, then you did the right thing. Just smile and be confident about it.
What?
There's nothing to feel unhappy about. The girl you defended is your friend, right? Make sure you cherish her and—
It's not that simple! All the girls I was friends up until now are ignoring me! It's awful! How am I supposed to smile about that? If I could fix everything with a smile, what have anything to worry about?
Azumi.
You just don't understand, Tachibana! Always grinning! You're just a hypocrite!
Azumi!
Since then, I had bitter memories of going to the school nurse. I didn't want to remember those things, so when I would visit home, I would avoid Tachibana, which I now regret. I can't believe that was our last conversation. But it's actually just empty words. How can you smile when you've been through so much?
Azumi, it's here. We're so sorry for your loss.
Thank you for coming. There are welcome drinks and snacks over there. Please help yourself.
Thank you. What? Welcome drink? They have welcome drinks at Weeks? Is this kind of thing acceptable?
It must have been the wishes of the deceased. Let's just be grateful and drink it. Oh, welcome! You came! You too, Azumi. Thank you for coming all the way here.
Takusa!
I'm so sorry for your loss. You're serving as the chief mourner, aren't you? Yes. Thank you for everything you've done for my father while he was still alive. Meals have also been arranged, so please, eat. What? But I couldn't. Don't be shy. My father would be happy.
Tokusa is Tachibana's son. After watching Tokusa's smiling attendance, I was taken aback. All the relatives were sharing fond memories of Tachibana.
He was really a cheerful person, wasn't he? I remember one time during a festival he was so excited. Carrying the portable shrine on his shoulders, he ended up hurting his back. Even though we thought it was okay, he wanted to help because everyone would be happy.
He's the one who ended up being carried.
We had to call an ambulance.
That's right. Oh yeah, speaking of back then.
It's not the atmosphere I was expecting.
Yeah. It's peaceful. It's very Tachibana. Or should I say... How can I put it?
Congratulations!
Congrats!
The deceased truly lived a good and fulfilling life.
Yep. It's something to celebrate.
Someone has passed away and they want to celebrate? I don't get it. I attended the wake and funeral without really understanding what's going on.
It's truly a celebration.
Contrary to the atmosphere of the place, I couldn't organize my feelings and it was frustrating. Well, what is up with this? I'm the one here feeling down.
The meals have been prepared. Please, don't be shy. And eat as much as you like.
A meal meeting? This is a funeral, not a wedding, right?
Last time I checked, to receive such hospitality even though we're distant relatives. Oh no, not at all. I want to repay those who did so much for me during my life. Those were the wishes of my father. My father had been saving his pension for his funeral expenses. But since he lived such a long life, he saved more than he expected. Please, think of this as a gift from my father.
Tachibana hasn't changed.
Yeah. He really was a bright and cheerful person. It never got gloomy around him. A funeral like this? I was really surprised. The neighborhood association has a rule against having extravagant receptions at weddings and funerals. But since the chief mourner says it was his father's wishes, all the neighborhood association members gave their special approval for it.
I see.
He's a local contributor after all. And he's the oldest resident too. See? Go see him off with a smile too. That's the best way to pay your respects. Tachibana would want you to send him off with a smile instead of tears. He always said that, right? A smile! Smile!
Azumi? What in the world? What's wrong?
What the hell is up with this?
What?
Where should my feelings go? Even though I'm sad and even though I really want to apologize, Tachibana still forces me to smile!
Azumi, funerals for people who have lived a long life are sometimes held like this. This is what Tachibana wanted.
I don't care! Besides, I was the one who wanted to say goodbye with a smile, but I just don't feel that way now. I couldn't see eye to eye with Tachibana until the very end. Smiling when I don't want to. I can't do that.
Azumi?
Tokusa, when I just said.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to overhear you, but I wanted to give this to you. So I was looking for you.
What's this?
It's a letter for you. From my father. It seems he wrote it when he realized he didn't have much time left. Will you accept it for me?
Yes.
Dear Azumi, have you made any friends since then? Azumi, you're a strong girl. So I believe even if you stumble, you'll be able to get back up quickly. You said if you could fix everything with a smile, you wouldn't have anything to worry about. I believe that's true. When you're sad, cry. When you're angry, get angry. But there's one thing I believe you should never forget. The feeling of gratitude. To be satisfied with what you have. If we appreciate everything, and don't forget that feeling, people can become kinder to each other. As a result, people will be able to smile. I've always been a good-for-nothing since I was young. I was never able to hold a steady job, and cause trouble for the old lady. Still, she would smile and say, "I'm happy to have you by my side." Humans are quick to compare themselves with others and become jealous and unhappy. However, humans aren't able to live on their own. There are times where you may fight with friends. There are times where you may not like your job. But if you look around closely, I'm sure there are people who will help and watch over you. I'm embarrassed to say it wasn't until the old lady died that I realized this. I was always looking up and didn't realize how fulfilled I was. From that point on, I followed her way of life. It's not the distant ideals that we should be grateful for. It's our immediate family, our friends, and the things closest to us. That's the only thing I can say after my long life. Now I can finally be with the old lady, and I have no regrets. My gratitude to those around me, this funeral was a way of showing those feelings. Since you're still young, your feelings might not catch up, let alone you might still be thinking about that time. With that in mind, I picked up a pen. Asami, despite that, thank you for coming. Thank you for spending your time with me.
Tachibana!
Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Oh, there's more.
Or so I wrote confidently, but if you didn't come to the funeral, I'd have a laugh! Even then, my feelings of gratitude wouldn't change. I'll practice butt sumo in the afterlife to get in shape.
Of course I came. You really haven't changed. After reading that letter, it felt like the pit in my heart was slowly melting away. I feel a deep sadness and loneliness since Tachibana passed away. However, the phrase, "be satisfied with what you have," I felt like I had been saved by Tachibana's final words. Tachibana, who was always smiling. Thanks to him being by my side, I can't deny the fact that it got me through the tough and the sad times. I said some terrible things to Tachibana a long time ago. Now that I think about it, Tachibana was encouraging me and was on my side. But back then, I wasn't able to realize those feelings. Be satisfied with what you have. That's true. I am supported by my father, mother, friends, teachers, and many others too.
That's right. If you think you're unhappy, your world becomes smaller. Even though there are actually many people around you, I guess you really have to realize that and be thankful for it.
Yeah. What is this? Red and white steam buns with red and white sugar? There was 500 yen in the envelope.
That's wild! Apparently, red and white envelopes symbolize a gift for longevity. With this, we are both sure to live a long life.
Jeez, Dad. This means all the people who came today will live a long life. He really was a cheerful person until the end.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。個人の意向を尊重するとこんなに明るいお葬式になるんですね。イレギュラーですし、私ももしも参列したら絶対に困惑する自信がありますが、笑顔で送り出してほしいという最後の願いを叶えるためにも笑顔でいたいものですね。樽を知る。私も今の生活がいかに幸せなのか改めて感じています。皆さんはどう感じましたか？コメント欄に書いていただけると嬉しいです。また少しでもいい話だなと思った方、チャンネル登録と高評価をお願いいたします。